It is time for our bi-weekly chat with Norm Winski. Norm, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Okay, when we were last on, I was talking about what was happening at about mid-month there in March, and we can learn things by going back and seeing what's working, what's not working, so forth. Hopefully, these things are working more than they're not working. One of my things I almost always talk about is we usually have either a new moon or a full moon. You have one of those every 2 weeks. The lunar cycle about 29 and a half days. And so we're going to review that. We had a new moon in the sign of Pisces. You may know, or may not, know that Pisces is called the fish, and the fish swim in the big liquid. But for all new moons and full moons, we have our usual suspects, which are financials, grains, precious metals. And then because it was in the sign of Pisces, that's the big liquid oil. Also, anything with the word oil in it might be also something you might want to look at. I'll tell you in a few minutes why I mentioned that. Also, we had the same weekend, we had sort of a cycle convergence, and that we had Mercury aphelion. That's from the Greek. Helios in Greek is sun. If you have to see a word with an A in the front and then helio in the middle, that means it's afar. The planets go around the sun in elliptical fashion, and there's a point where they are farthest and nearest. And if it's F has an A in the front, near is peri, and far is A with an A in the front. So that was Mercury was at its farthest point in its 88-day cycle around the sun. And because Mercury has to do with the grains, and the sun has to do with anything golden or sunny, we have corn is golden, and we have gold is golden, and then you have your soybeans, and then the stocks respond to just about everything, and then of course wheat is a green. And so let's kick it off here and look at the charts. So here you had corn was kind of trending down into the 12th weekend, and we'll be looking to do. My dates are AC. That means after the close, and so that means we'd be looking to do something on the next trading day's opening. This was a weekend. So on the opening of Monday the 15th, you'd be looking to do something. If you're near since we were trending lower, we'd be looking, if you're not too far from the lows, we'd be looking to buy, and that would have worked out pretty nicely. And you had a nice big rally there in the corn, and we had two indications for that with both the moon and Mercury. Here's the gold. We don't do sideways. It's Newton's law. For every action, there's an opposite equal reaction, and if it's not acting, you're not going to can't expect much of a reaction. So we just take the yellow bars mean we just took a pass.